Aston Martin over the line. P9 just about topping his teammate. Almost 2/10 over Heroic Bacon. Beautiful name. Jake coming round the final corner. He is indeed on a hot lap. Oh, oversteer as he catches it and saves it again. Okay, as he comes back in, shredded those tyres most likely. On the mediums, interesting choice there of tyre. AMSJ with the Alfa Romeo is surprise P2 considering there is no equal performance on these cars. And Daniel putting in a solid performance. That's 129.8, just about beating out Jay. We also have the Haas up into the equation. Ellen's testing a 131.4. Ferrari coming down last corner. Nice and wide on the exit. You really want to take the opportunity to use as much of the curb as possible, but don't spin out on the exit. And we are looking down the barrel of a 129.122. There's 200ths quicker than the Mercedes, who set a lap, and joined by Crazy Pug with a 129.822. So yeah, temporarily first and fifth. We'll see what other people have to say about this. We have an AlphaTauri coming around the last corner here. Don't think they're on the lap at the moment. No, they're not. I would anticipate a lap would be coming from him here. Just made it over the line. So this is where it stands. The Alpine out, but who will be joining him? We have a Haas coming around the last corner. These are the big boys. These are the ones that it really matters for. Anyone within this bottom four now fighting for their life to stay in for Q3. Difficult right-hand turn. Not using much of the curb there. And racing up to the line, it's going to be a 130.7, so the Haas is out, only in 13th, couldn't improve much over the previous time. Top Harley here, this is an important lap for him. P10, oh, he could just squeak over the line. Let's see what the Aston Martin has here. Red line there as he comes up to the line, it's going to be 12th, and crashing over the line in a wonderful style. The AlphaTauri here, the only one left who can knock out that Mercedes, and we've seen how fast the AlphaTauri can be in the hands of Tracer, but oh, it's not going to be good enough in our top five. Our top five are going to be the two Astons, the Haas, the AlphaTauri and the Alpine. Top Harley just about making it through to Q3. Purple 107.7 is not bad. We have seen that be a top 5 level of performance there, and I can imagine this Williams is going to be quick in the final sector, so this could be a good lap to beat. Track also ramping up, so you've got to keep in mind that the tracks will get faster and faster. The Discord link isn't working, fair enough. Here we go, temporary pole is a 129.8. My words have been beaten because we now have Daniel on a 129.5, followed up by Dylan with a 128. First 128 we've seen so far of this qualifying session, so outstanding work from the Red Bull, coming true when they needed to. Ferrari with a 129.7, not quite as replicable as the previous sessions, which is what we're expecting from Pluto. Kind of a lackluster performance here in Q3 so far, but another opportunity to set a good lap if they get back into the pits in time. We have the other Alfa Romeo of AMSJ, who we know at points of this qualifying has been faster than his teammate, and if he can do the same here, that's a second row start already on the board. Here we go, AMSJ with, yep, just about beating his teammate again, 1.5 tenths this time actually. It's a very impressive performance from an underpowered car. 80% batteries who come up into the turn 100 metre mark is when you want to give a break slightly early on the apex, but making the most of it as he gets more speed coming out into the exit of turn 2. Turn 3 is a nice quick tight hander. Full speed as we come up the hill towards turn 4, a very deep braking zone that's difficult to judge as the apex of the corner is far out from the edge of the corner, so you really want to run wide here. Turn 5, tight left, followed by a tight right hand corner, very technical. Turn 6, you don't want to go too wide on the exit of this curb, otherwise you'll spin, at least you did in previous games. Turn 7, whereas Lance Stroll went upside down a few years ago in the Aston Martin, and today we have some beautiful corners from Top Harley, looking much better than his lap so far. Turn 10 is the difficult left-hander. Yeah, making it look as easy as anything. Nice long straight now, foot to the floor. 58% batteries. We come up towards the next corner, big sweeping left-hander followed by this big sweeping right-hander. You don't want to take too much curb on the inside in this next bit, otherwise you lose a bit of speed coming on the exit of this corner, and he's done exactly that. You want to take the corner wide here, try and get as much of the curb as possible, and Top Harley is proving exactly how it needs to be done. We have the other Red Bull spinning actually back there. We'll go and hop on board with them in a second, but I think this is going to be nice and clean as we see from Top Harley here. We'll hop on board with Crazy Pug just as Harley comes over the line. Let's see what Harley does. Harley improves, but not by a lot. So actually, P9 is already confirmed, and possibly P10 if the Mercedes sets a decent lap time. Crazy Puck up to 5th. As we hop on board AMSJ here. The Alfa Romeo is really the surprise package today. J, can he even improve it one better maybe? Can he prove his worth? P2! P2 from the Alfa Romeo, and that is a phenomenal last sector. But here he is, the man of the hour, Queasy Pluto. Temporary pole by less than 100th of a second. That is phenomenal work from the Ferrari, taking it off the Red Bull, who I don't think is going to be able to recover, because I think he was actually the one who struggled and spun. So yeah, the other Red Bull back into the pits, and this Red Bull not even close to making it across the line. And Dylan with the P2, Jay with the P3. That is a beautiful performance from the Alfa Romeo. Queasy Pluto stealing pole by 7 thousandths of a second. That is absolutely phenomenal work there.